Hello everyone and welcome. Happy Wednesday. This came from our massage therapy, registered massage therapist at Massage Experts. Melanie is great. We love her. She's awesome. So I'm going to be going through my briefcase today and organizing future content, planning for our next intensive bartending lesson, which is a White Russian. It's really easy, guys. So we'll do a White Russian lesson really soon. And right now we're currently going to go and drop off a donation bag. The Salvation Army. They do give us a 30% off coupon. When we do that, we don't need it. We still have two. Helen, hi. How are you doing this beautiful Wednesday? We'll get a bit of cloud. There's not much sun today. I think we're into some rain maybe. Don't know when that's coming, but be great. Wash away some of the salties. Give the birds something decent to poke their beaks in. So to give you guys some information, this is one of my old schools that I used to go to. Grade 3 and grade 4. The classes were split. There's a school a couple streets over. It used to be primary to 2 and then junior high. I've now flipped that around. This is the junior high now for that area. So that was where I went to school in grade 3 and 4. So we moved to another community. It's 8 degrees Celsius and we're traveling south right now. Weather Kevin good. Got that stuff for Kevin or for Alex. Yeah, me too. Gave him a chance to get some fresh air, get his head around what's important, what's not, planning. It's interesting how he took the immediacy of getting all that really seriously, and he managed to get it all. So that was amazing. It was a great stream last night. It's really hard to talk to people who are mourning and in distress like that. The more sensitive and less pushy you can be, for sure, the better. Anything they do or say, you never take it personally. You're there to help. People can be upset, sad, cranky, whatever. You just let them be, let them get over it. It takes time. However, when you're driving under a bunch of stress and pressure like that, it can be dangerous. That's why I told him to be safe. He didn't understand because he was still sitting there. Only moved a few feet with his Tesla and the skateboard. Slipper Princess is back. Yes. That is I. I have pink Nikes on right now, Nike Airs. Not driving with slippers on. However, they just came out of the wash. So I remember telling you guys I went out in the front and the got and salt. And as soon as the furnace cleaning guy left, I did run a wash and wash those up, and I stuck them over the forced oil heat ducts and let them dry naturally with the heat. So that was great. Dad's still plowing into this big old birthday cake from a few days ago, so that's out on the table for him to have his last day and whatever pieces he wants left of that. He has his breakfast really late in the day. He used to work back shift for Canada Post. There's another gentleman who had the same name as him who worked there. That was quite interesting. Tell everyone Dad was the good one of the two. I didn't know the other guy. I did meet his son once in a parking lot. MC! You see? No reference to Caroline in the city. Yep, we're in the city. Stop for this service person. This is military barracks here, so. You'll see there's some people in there. Reserve outfits there. Alright guys, so we're gonna drop off a donation bag in a moment. Can't see the new person's name. Todd, welcome. Start a gaming channel. No, we don't need to do that. The odd time we'll put some stuff on our shorts channel, but it's not really our goal or platform. There should be a separate YouTube gaming section. Hi Joel, welcome. Hi Black. Thank you Black. I used to work in the radio industry. I used to work for Today's Country, FX 1019, and Hal FM 89 channel, and the prior was country. A street here called Strawberry Hill. You'll see that's our Bedford Basin. There's ocean down there. We're going to do a donation here at the Salvation Army. It's really hard to find a parking spot here sometimes, but we're not going into shop. We're just doing a drop, so that's fine. And we found a parking spot. So we'll plow in here. I'll grab the bag out of the trunk. It'll take me a minute. Joe, hi. Anyone else? Peace, hi. Alright, guys. So we did get our 20% off coupon anyway. She insisted that we take it, so that's what that looks like. So you can go shopping in there and get 20% off. It's really cool. Love the Salvation Army. $50% off weekends. Okay. Buy some slippers. Yeah, sometimes I tend to get slippers from there, and you get good slipper socks too. Sometimes a lot of them will be brand new. Some people, they just didn't fit, or they didn't like them, or but it's the strangest thing though. Like 2 months ago I packed a bag of slippers to take to a family member's house. I thought I forgot to take them in. Maybe I did and she hasn't told me yet, but I am missing those slippers for some reason. It's the strangest thing, and I'll let you guys know if I ever find them. I checked shoe racks and under bed and different places they could be, but see, we might find them one day. So the apartments we just drove by a minute ago was where Sharpie the safety snowman was, that we put the carrot on his nose. He's completely melted. His pylon top head is all crushed, and girl inside the Salvation Army had the prettiest earrings on. They were turtles with an aquamarine bluish body. They were just beautiful. So I do have my briefcase. I'm gonna go through that, go through some of the future content so I can start planning that. We are gonna do a White Russian soon. It's really easy. So as soon as I can get my head around on what day to do that, we'll do our White Russian intensive bartending training lesson. So welcome everybody. We're in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. We're currently driving south, 6 degrees Celsius, so that dropped 2 degrees since I told you last, I think. What about mules? Well, I do have a friend in Kenya. She takes her donkey all the way to the river to bring back water to water the garden. So fruit bushes and things like that, as well as for consumption and cleaning. So some people have to travel miles with their donkey, even days, to bring water back for their family. Meals are really important. Is that what you're talking about, a mule, or am I completely lost? Maybe. So we'll do the White Russian lesson, and then the next serious method and final method of mixology skill will be layering. So we'll work on layering, showing you guys how to do shooters. I'll explain beers and lagers. And then there's a few of our people in our community who have been following along with the intensive bartending training all along, and we will email or mail out certificates. We will do a brief review before we finalize all of that. And then once it's finalized, we'll continue. So I'll just every week or every couple days or once a month, we will make more drinks, show you how you guys would do that. Very simple protocol. Once you get it down, it's great. Like heels. Okay. Yes, I do wear heels. I was a model a good part of my life. I used to actually have to walk in heels with a book on my head. Work on posture, balance, things like that. My favorite heels are called naturalizers. So they closed in the mall in this location, but you can still order them online. I still have two pairs. I have a cougar print and a black pair. The black are getting pretty beat up, but that's okay. Sammy, hi, welcome. I am okay. How are you? Life is good. We just had 1 hour massage. Driving, I can help you. I can drive your car. Oh, that's so nice. Good evening, wonderful, from Newcastle. Too much wear, yeah, so I used to wear them for 12 hours doing operations at the airport. So I used to send the planes in and out, do the weight and balance, make sure mechanical, cleaning, food was all done, send messages to the next airport, send it to the tower, receive it from the tower. Sometimes they would get stuck in the escalator and get crunched up, things like that. So just around the heel, a little bit of the material sometimes comes off. in this Irving gas station for a minute. This church straight ahead of you is the church my mom and dad got married at in the 70s. Yes, you take dinner already. From you 12 hours a day, did you say? Yeah, sometimes more. There was another operations person who quit, and one time I had to work 2 weeks straight. So I did have a room at the Alt Hotel. They paid for my meals, but I had to be there for 2 weeks straight. So whatever shifts had the planes going out, I had to do the operations for it. Someone freaked out, called the boss names, and it's one of the most important positions. I have my registered aeronautical operator license, so I'm able to send the messages correctly, saying if there's pets on board, if there's wheelchairs on board, different things like that. So yeah. Alright, going in here. I'll be right back, guys. Do need to change the battery in this keypad for the alarm. To hit it multiple times just to unlock the door, so it's time to change it out. There's just a little spot where you flip up on it, I guess. And it takes like similar to a watch battery size. Hi guys, how's everyone doing? So one of the things I did get that I really like is a California turkey wrap. So I am going to eat some of that because it's 4:08 p.m. here and I haven't eaten yet. So we're going to have some of this yummy California turkey wrap. Just so yummy. How's everyone doing? What are you guys doing on a Wednesday? It could be Tuesday where you're at, or maybe Thursday, depending where you're at in the world. We also have a fused lemon iced tea. And I was able to get 2 for the price of 1 of a different brand. Hi everyone, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, that's the church my mom and dad originally got married in. They divorced for 30 years and then remarried again a few years ago. Show you that again in a minute. So my friend Jessica is on road trips. She was in Utah yesterday. That's pretty cool. My other friend Tassa Vietnam has been going pretty hard with the lives lately, which is pretty cool. We popped in and said hello to him on Sunday. He was so happy. This is so yummy, guys. This California, what's it called? California turkey wrap, guys. It's so yummy. Super yummy. Fresh. Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. So we dropped off a donation bag to the Salvation Army. They did give us a 20% off coupon. We have 2 other ones, so we'll go shopping there one day. Have a look and see if there's any odds and ends or anything that we need from there. And then we came to the Irving gas station. We got some things we need, including a California turkey wrap. having half of that, and then we'll drive in a minute. Oh, Sam, thank you so much. I'm sure you're a beautiful person too. We're a great community here. Super beautiful people. And then we had an unexpected stream from Kevin last night, Kevin Yellow. We know that after losing a dog, he needs some time, and Alex has taken some time. Kevin took one night off, I believe. However, it does take months, years to adjust and deal with the loss of a loved one. So whether it be an animal or a human being, even if it's a tree on your property, you could even end up mourning loss of the life of that as well. Hi, Sam. So we'll have some intensive bartending training content coming up. We'll do a white Russian. We need to get to the mall and do the upper level again. There's a pair of Converse high top sneakers that I want. There's purple and there's pink. The pink isn't as great a pink as what I had growing up. It was more of like a Pepto-Bismol or a hot pink. So we'll see when we try them on. You don't need to be sorry, but no, I am not single. My name Goopinder. I am India. Hi, welcome. It's a great community here. We have people from other channels, operators from other channels who meet here sometimes. You'll see them come in blue as moderators, etc. And you'll get to meet those people. You're welcome. Thank you for coming. We really appreciate you. Are you getting them today, Helen? No, it's on the list. So how about let's go tomorrow, Helen, and get them. We'll do that. I probably will take the gimbal this time, since there wasn't too much resistance filming there. I just needed to mute for any time there was store music. But yeah, I think we'll go tomorrow, Helen. Pardon me, we'll put that on the list for tomorrow. For sure. And that'll give me a chance to, because I just came out of the massage, I'm all greasy and yucky. Give me a chance to shower, have something reasonable for clothing on instead of jogging suit, and not that it matters, but we'll just make it a little bit better. Yeah, we'll go tomorrow. Let's plan for tomorrow. Also in the middle of organizing some stuff. It's H&R block or income tax season, so that'll give me a little break from going through my briefcase and content and stuff that I'm going to do today. Go through and plan our White Russian lesson, which is really easy, and go through some of the future content and to-do list and things. So this church you're going to see right in front of you right now, this is the church that my parents got married in, and that's her right there. So 1970 something, I won't tell you the year, but my parents got married in this church here. And they divorced for 30 years and then remarried a couple of years ago. And it was amazing. Time a little bit morning, guys. go to work, we finish back, make food, blah blah, many things, and after sleep. Okay. Well, that's good. Someone lost their shoe on the ground over here. That's too bad. Looks like a good little sneaker loafer. Appreciate you guys all coming in today. Woo! Nice to hang out, chat for a minute. You guys can see our cloudy sky. We had a beautiful blue sky yesterday, but I think we're going to get some rain. This used to be Smith's Bakery here. It used to be a well-known, beautiful bakery. We also used to have a bicycle shop on this street, Noss's Bicycle. And it was Tara Noss's family that I went to school with. So the area I'm driving you through right now is designated as one of our hood areas. So it used to be old school Halifax area. The area I live in now is Neo North End, but this used to be the original North End. I believe this is Gare Street, I forgot. Double check the sign. So you'll notice like an incident of crime could happen right in front of us. There's some garbage pickup that needs to be done. The community's not really doing their part to keep things beautiful. Creighton Street. So yeah, this is a well-known street. It does continue down a little bit more, but we're going to turn down this way. Show you a little tour next. And this is God again. So some of you guys have been on this street before. We went to the Salvation Army for unhoused people down the road to the right. We're going to go left to start here. But if you guys recall, we did give away boots, size 11, to some unhoused people. We met Dean. Dean lived in Hawaii and in LA for some period of time. And we gave some pillows away. So this is called Uniacke Square. So this was for persons who are on income assistance, welfare, etc. We do have a police community office here, which is put in fairly new over the years. It's only a couple minute drive from our actual police department. And then straight across the street you'll see some unhoused people who are just hanging out. And we have a Hope Cottage which feeds some of our homeless people. My mom was always a great supporter of them and had always said that that's where she would like to spend time and help people. This is a very, very old church here. You guys will see this tiny, tiny little church. It's a little Dutch church. It's been around for a very, very, very long time. We had a school right here. It's been torn down. We're coming up to two more churches which have some historical value. So one with the rounding and the peak there, and then this one. There's a lot of church restoration going on lately, or else they're being torn down. St. Patrick's Catholic Church. And then this one is a really well-known church here. I'll tell you in a minute the name of it. St. George's. And that brings us right into our downtown core. There's another church here. These are all really old churches, you guys. This one I can't see. It kind of looks like a Mason symbol or something on there. I can't tell what that is. So this entire area coming up ahead, all these buildings I used to do dispatch security for inside Scotia Square Mall. So I used to monitor the fire alarms and the surveillance cameras, the parking. I used to dispatch the officers anytime we have incidents go on. Your Ollie Soul Suzanne. Yes, Ollie Soul. So those are Converse or Vans for Ollies. A lot of people use different types of sneakers to do their skateboarding. However, Converse and Vans are the best for me. Good support, good flexibility, as well as good traction. Ollie Souls, you're right, peace. So welcome to Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. I believe it was founded in 1749. Thank you. After we pass through these buildings here, there's a hill called Citadel Hill. It was a major defense mechanism over the years. It does have bunkers, it has prison holds, there's cannons. You'll see our Citadel clock right in the center of the screen. Straight ahead has a brand new blue face. And Dr. Clock did that face for us. So you guys will be with me one day when I get my dad's Molson clock adjusted, and we'll change one of his watch batteries there one day. They always have some great watch sales. Last time I was there, there was a Rolex, a men's Rolex. I think it was on sale for $5,000. Which, if you guys know the Rolex brand, that is a good deal. Rolex can cost you like 50, 100 grand sometimes. But yeah, that is our well-known clock. And this is Scotiabank Center. So anytime you see the Moosehead hockey playing or any major events in town, it's usually there. We had a fire there a few weeks ago. I think everything's okay. We're also in the bar district, so we have some bars here. One of these buildings used to be the old Teachers Union building. Mom used to drag me down when she was teaching school to set up things and get things that she needed. You have to put your lesson plan out before the school year starts. It has to be approved by the principal, I believe, on what you're going to teach the students for the year. But he's crossing on a red light with no headphones there, or with headphones in, guys. So you know, we didn't just intentionally almost hit a pedestrian. He jumped in front of us. Alright, so we'll take you up here. Welcome, Park Scan. Appreciate your patience as we make improvements. Halifax Citadel Historic Site. And we do have concerts and the great outdoors comedy show also is held here sometimes. We have bands and fireworks, things like that. And this gives you a really good view of the city when we go up here. Really, really good view, guys. There's our clock again. And it says in Roman numerals that it's 4:27 on that clock. And that's Atlantic Standard Time, guys. So we're currently facing north. It's 5 degrees Celsius. And this is the entrance to get into the barracks here. They have tour buses come, all kinds of things go on there. Someone's flying a kite over there. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna get out for a second. I'll just show you guys what this all looks like and some of the informational billboards they have up. Idle free zone. Please turn your engine off. Okay. Good thing I read the sign because I was gonna leave it running. So there's our Canadian flag. The Maroon Bastion stood near this location from 1796 to 1828. Jamaican Maroons. Kuwawajak. Muwaja Puktukinak Adu Kuwanak Citadel Hill. History of Kuwajanak does not begin with European settlement. These places form part of the larger indigenous landscape of Mi'kmaq, which dates back more than 10,000 years. The Acadians on George's Island. So George's Island is just past those buildings. There you go. Just past those buildings, there's George's Island. There's tunnels going to it. George's Island National Historic Site. Small island that lies in Halifax Harbor is a culturally significant site to the Acadian community. Halifax explosion. So one of the properties I own was built after the explosion. They had started building it and then upped it. We had people come from Britain and Massachusetts. We actually have one street named Massachusetts Avenue as a tribute to people who helped with us. 1917, 2 ships exploded in the ocean. The Emo and the Mont Blanc, there's devastation, bodies hanging from power lines, all kinds of stuff. Convoys. During the First and Second World War, thousands of merchant ships and their naval escorts assembled in the harbor, braving a swarm of German U-boats. Saluting battery. The place where you're standing is known as the saluting battery. Here, the custom of saluting naval ships with cannon fire was carried out by British forces. Fortress Halifax. Citadel was once headquarters for a massive array of coastal defenses. So here's your view, guys. Just beautiful. It's beautiful, you guys. And I'm absolutely freezing. This wind is just cutting into me, guys. Brr. You can see one of our bridges there off in the distance. Just beautiful, you guys. That's Citadel Hill. My fingertips are just freezing off. Can you say I am the Slipper Princess? I am the Slipper Princess. I'll read your comments in a minute, guys. Brr. 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 Alright. Hi, Random. We're in Canada. Brr. Brr. Turn the heat on for a minute. It's gonna be noisy, guys, for a sec. Brr. I am the Slipper Princess. Someone's flying their kite up there. It's pretty cool. It's 2 kites. My first kite was yellow and black. My dad taught me how to fly that kite. So you used to be able to drive all the way around this. And they let you drive 3/4 of the way around now, which is pretty okay. These are below the wall, some of the prison holdings and barracks where people used to sleep in as well. Artillery and ammo were kept. But yeah, you can see a great view of our city. Buildings, umbrella, trees. See the trees a little bit more after spring and stuff. I'm gonna go around here. It says parking, see how far it can get. Used to be able to go right around this, so we'll see what we can do here. I have only souls. Okay. So yeah, when I was growing up, a lot of the times, for example, they did have the Great Outdoor Comedy Show right here. But there used to always be concerts, things like that. Mom would drag me to here, fireworks, things like that. Gate closed from something. I wonder why. You never used to be able to turn into here. So I wonder why you can now. Let's have a look and see why. I got some parking and that's pretty cool. Never used to be able to turn down here, guys. We'll drive in and show you and have a look. So areas with the little slits straight ahead, 3, 6, 9 slits, that would be like a prison holding. During times of battle, if ships or people were seized and not injured or dead or even injured, they'd bring them here and hold them in the cells. This major ammunition used to be stored here as well. So we're gonna wait for this light to turn. There's an entrance to go in there once it warms up. It's too cold today, guys. I'll show you. Yeah, I should have a pair of Jeep slippers on. They should say Jeep on them. This is a new little entrance ramp that they made here. Don't know how long we're going to have to wait for this red light. But as you know... Oh, it just turned. There we go. As you know, we can't go through a red light. Especially provincially owned property. We'd have military and mounted police. There's a beautiful German Shepherd. Just a young little guy. He's cute. Young little girl. Beautiful dog. So guys, yeah, here you get a good view of our city. Over there is like hospitals. And this is into like university and shopping district, pointing that way. You can see George's Island off in the distance. over the ocean here. It's in the middle of the ocean. There are tunnels that lead from land to the Georgia Island. So they did only cut this off for a little bit. You can still drive around it like I did when I was younger. And that's really good. So we're able to drive right around this thing. There was a point in time where they cut it off and you couldn't. So I'm glad that they're letting us have that experience. That's great. Super great. So you get some stragglers up here. They all think it's like a dating bar or something. They park their vehicles and socialize in many ways. I'm sure you can imagine. And this is our Halifax Harbor. Thanks guys for coming in today and joining me. Appreciate you. Whole lot. Peace, I don't know what your comments are you're retracting. You don't need to retract them. It messes up the algorithm. So type what you want, be intentful, and just leave it. It's up to me or moderators to delete stuff. So I can't see because I wasn't watching what you're typing, but there's not too much in here they can say that isn't acceptable. You're good. We appreciate you. So yeah, this used to be the teachers building here, Teachers Union. It's now a building of NASCAD, Nova Scotia College of Art and Design. We're now pointing east. It's 5 degrees Celsius and very windy today. Pardon me. I had to burp from that wrap and iced tea. Some of you have been on my evening drives. You've seen this area. This is Rogers Square. This is a new building. Sometimes we have Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Mustangs, Camaros come in and do a little show off, which is pretty cool. It's a well-known pub here called Dirty Nelly's. Be really popular soon. St. Patrick's Day soon. So that'll be packed right down the street. Mom used to drag me out to it. There's another place called the Old Triangle. Really great food. Irish-based pub. And that was one of our favorites to go to. Yes, Suzanne, I'm sorry. Oh, no problem. I just didn't get to see what your messages were and it just says retract it. So, doesn't matter what you type. Don't worry about it. And if you want to delete stuff, that's fine, but looks like you're deleting a lot. That's the only reason I mentioned it. But very polite of you. No problem. Thank you for saying sorry. Not a huge issue. So coming up at the bottom of the street here, you'll see a whale tail. The whale tail is a nice little monument and it's a slide for kids to slide down. So right now there's kids running up it, slipping, falling, getting to the top and sliding. And they changed this to a one-way street a long time ago, so. So just beyond that SUV, you'll see a whale tail. And there's kids sliding down it. We'll do a waterfront walk when it warms up a little bit. Show you guys that a little bit more intensely another time. We've got a major traffic backup on this one-way Lower Water Street. We're right at a corner where someone at a bar, you'll see the bar in a minute if I show you, was stabbed and killed. A very well-known rapper in this area. I think his name is Pat Stay, if I'm correct. Don't know why the traffic's not moving. Maybe because of the time of day. 20 to 5. This guy's not gonna let me go. Now he's blocking an intersection. Wow. I'm gonna spin out the phone for a minute, just a sec guys, while I use it. There we go. So YouTube will edit that when it processes. And here's the bar here, Rumors, that I just told you about. So if anyone's familiar with a rap artist, Pat Stay from the area, that's where he was allegedly stabbed and killed. It did followed onto the street, the incident. Just got notification. Someone's going for a walk. Hi! Hold on 1 minute, travel. It's gonna spin for a sec. I gotta use a text. We're back from that interruption. So now we're facing west. We're gonna turn left onto Barrington Street in a minute. And this is another famous old church. It's got its back to our main parade square at City Hall. It's a really famous church there. So we still have some of our institutions around there tearing down or restoring some of them. Yeah, welcome, travel. Thank you for hitting like, appreciate you. It's our only call to action right now is double tap, smash like. Really cute little clothing shop back there, skirts and tams and stuff. It's really cute. My grandmother used to make me wear knitted tams a lot when I was younger. How's everyone doing today? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Hopefully y'all are doing great. A lot going on in the world. I'm glad we have this social media device so that we can share communities and share information and sometimes resolve major issues in the world. It's a channel a friend of mine in South Korea, and it was almost fishy if it wasn't a few leaders in there having a directed conversation the other day, to be honest with you. because it is a nice, safe place and some great communities. So this is St. Matthew's Church right here, very important church. This is my grandmother, one of them that they used to attend. And they do allow unhoused people in the cold in the winter. They also have a blessing of the animals sometimes, which is really cool too. Really great church. And this cemetery, I'll give you information on that one day. It's one of the oldest cemeteries in our city. So some of these headstones have to constantly be restored because they're wearing out, shaking, falling over. I've showed some of you guys this church before. And now we're coming up to our lower level provincial court. Our higher level is down on Lower Water Street. Would have been a little bit farther than where we were. This is our old library. We have a new one. I'll show you in a second. There's some indigenous bodies buried underneath that library. I used to kind of feel spirits when I was in the kids section. And this is our new library here. Some great architecture set up there. And this is Spring Garden Road, you guys. We're now facing west. So it's a huge, important financial and shopping district. Some Salvation Army members there helping people out. That's nice. So again, anything you buy at the Salvation Army store, it does help towards their cause. Now, the Salvation Army did help my granddad out after he was burnt in the military. He had lived in Newfoundland, worked in Cape Breton coal mines. And sometimes Salvation Army did help him out with things. My grandmother told me. Straight ahead is our famous public gardens. Very well-known historical garden spot. Birds, ducks, flora, fauna. Great for any plant science technicians. It's good for graduation photos, wedding photos, things like that. People need to get off their phone when they're crossing crosswalks. You should have eye contact with the driver, not your telephone. So we're just getting into spring, another week or so, and we'll start doing some on-foot tours of some places. Give you a real hands-on experience and some real literature and history. Good foundation for some of the document-ready historical sites. We're now in the middle of 451 up-hour traffic, so that's what the delay is here. People getting off work, going to work, in and out of school, going to school. We're not going to run the live too much longer because of our massage therapy appointment. We're a little bit greasy and yucky, so I want to get into the shower and change up soon. You're filming, putting slippers on. Aha, cute. Yeah, we could do a short. there is a few shorts that you would see slippers in on the shorts channel. We have 2 channels, guys. So it's this name with shorts at the end. Some Squishmallows short or slippers in the short. Hi everyone, welcome. Happy Wednesday. So again, this is the Citadel Hill that we were just up on. Coming up here on the left, we have horses that live in the building here. I'll show you. So right here, horses live in the building. I always yell to them just a sec. Hi, horsies! I don't see any out in the yard today. I want to keep the horsies warm. This is a fairly new high school here, Citadel High. Up on the left, there's used to be QE High School, which was my mom's. Across the street was St. Pat's. Used to be my stepdad's. Those are both torn down. I will come down and check out the skate park for you one day. There's a skate park straight ahead right here. There's a skating rink that's closing on Sunday, and there's a pool not open yet. It's a really good skate park here. There's people in there right now. You guys can have a little look at the skate park while we're driving by there. There's some skaters. A little bit of a hill there you can't see for a minute, but we'll go in one day. I'll show you guys. That's the pool. It's completely drained right now. Go in another lane here. We'll never get through these lights. Still on the left here is where my mom's high school used to be. It's torn down. Oh, they didn't drain that pool and it's frozen. And that, in my opinion, isn't very bright. They should have pumped the water to that pool. That's my opinion. Looks like they pumped half of it or something. In my opinion, why would you do that to a fairly or any structure, really, when you want to maintain it the best that you can? So just on the right behind this bus is where St. Pat's High School used to be. It's been torn down. And we're now on Quimple Road. So just back here, a couple of houses, is where one of my grandmothers grew up. She had 4 sisters, 5 brothers, and her dad was a fire chief. So again, this is Quimple Road. so thanks for coming for donation drop and pick up food snacks and a little tour. We are going to end the live very shortly, guys. There's Matt. How's it going, Matt? We dropped a bag off to the Salvation Army. They gave us a 20% coupon. We went to Irving and got a California turkey wrap. It's the best ever. It's some iced tea. And then we went to Citadel Hill, showed you the fortress there. A little bit of a driving tour of downtown a tad. Happy Wednesday. Good to see you. We had a massage for 1 hour today, so we're feeling icky and oily and stuff. Close down the live and jump in a shower shortly. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. And guys, stay tuned because I'm going to go through my briefcase and review my future content. We're going to plan to do our White Russian lesson soon. It's really easy to make a White Russian. Right now I'm having an Airhead candy. Chewy toffee. Piece, you're funny. We're hooked into GPT, Google, Gemini, and YouTube search engines. So watch, I'll start to have like slipper manufacturing companies come up or something. Watch. Don't know what's going on here, guys. This house actually looks abandoned and overgrown. It's actually a shame. I wonder what the story is on that. It's a really predominant neighborhood here. Really expensive houses, high property tax. So I would guess it's a senior or abandoned, maybe someone deceased or something. It's really overgrown, God. Look. Can't even see the front door. Yes. Hi, Helen. Appreciate you guys. It is that time. So everyone have a good Wednesday. I'm enjoying my Airhead candy toffee. It's really yummy. And we'll catch you guys all soon, okay? Everyone have a really good day. Happy Wednesday. Appreciate y'all. Bye. Everyone be well.